WBRZ Sports 2.
I feel like there's nobody who has paid the price and prepared harder than what you have. Here's what's cool for me. You get a chance to prove it.
I love that. Football has finally returned, and speeches like that from Austin Peay head coach Will Haley before facing off against Georgia is part of what makes it so special. Good evening and welcome back. I'm Reggie Chatman with your sports. We're about 17 hours away from LSU's primetime match against Miami from Jerry's World. The team arrived in the Omni Hotel in Fort Worth earlier today. Sports 2's Mike Gaither was there and has more.
The Tigers arriving with a very friendly welcome here in Fort Worth, Texas. After a quick walkthrough over at AT&T Stadium, the Tigers arrived at their team hotel, stormed by a sea of purple and gold. And first off the bus was the new sheriff in town, Ohio State transfer quarterback Joe Burrow, who will make his first career college start Sunday night against Miami. The anticipation is quickly growing as to what we'll see from LSU's new starting quarterback. Orgeron said Ensminger has the first 10 to 15 plays scripted to open the game, but depending on what looks Miami lines up in, Ensminger has no problem reverting to different formations. Make no mistake about it, it should be a fun one Sunday night in Dallas. We'll have you covered from start to finish, broadcasting a full 1 hour special live to lead you up to kickoff. And good news for the Tigers, LSU, they're a perfect 3-0 in Jerry's World. Covering the Tigers here in Fort Worth, Texas, I'm Mike Gaither, WBRZ Sports 2, your home for LSU Sport.
Great work, Mike. Tomorrow, WBRZ is where it all goes down. We'll be broadcasting live from the field for the entire hour before kickoff for our pregame special. Tune in from 5:30 to 6:30 on your home for LSU Sports. Now let's get around the SEC and take a look at some of these highlights. Lots of great games on WBRZ, including this one, Alabama versus Louisville. All eyes were on who would start for the Tide, and nobody would knew it, but it would be Tua Tagovailoa getting the start and putting on a show early. Here in the first quarter, shakes off a couple defenders and tosses it into the end zone for Jerry Jeudy to go up 7-0 early. Here, second quarter, right before the half, Tua to Jeudy once again. 25-yard pitch and catch. Tua would also run in a touchdown. Final stat line for him, 12 for 16, 227 yards, as the Tide rolled to a 51-14 win. Also on WBRZ earlier tonight, Auburn versus Washington from Atlanta, a battle of two top 10 teams that could make an impact on the college football playoff landscape. Fourth quarter, Washington ball, we pick up things with Washington down 2. Peyton Henry kept the team in the game early and a chance to take the lead, and he does it as the ball just barely goes to the uprights. I'll get your coach excited. Washington up 1 now. Auburn 3rd and 7 from inside the red zone. Handoff to Jartavius Whitlow, who scores with 6:15 left to play. Auburn would hold on to get the win, 16-15. Now over Ole Miss, facing off against Texas Tech at NRG Stadium. Texas Tech first quarter. Maybe the catch of the year already. TJ Vasher with an incredible one-handed grab, taking it right out of Odell's playbook. Take another look. Can you believe this? That is unbelievable. The biggest highlight for Texas Tech all day, but Ole Miss had something to say. Jordan Ta'amu showing off the arm later in the game. Here, this was his first start for Ole Miss on the year. He throws this 34-yard touchdown after pulling it. Look at the cannon. Look at the accuracy. Touchdown. He would throw for 336 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ole Miss wins 47-27. Now, another FCS powerhouse, Austin Peay in Athens, going against Georgia here in the second quarter. Georgia up 17-0 at this point. Reverse to Demetrius Robertson, who takes off 72 yards to the house. And the crowd is excited. That's just nothing like that experience over in Athens. Now, look, Georgia also getting it done through the air. Jake Fromm is back for his sophomore season and picking up right where he left off, throwing for 2 touchdowns in this game. This one was in the second quarter, 59 yards to McCole Hardman as Georgia rolls 45-0. A couple other scores from SEC. Texas Tech obviously getting the win 59-7 earlier this week. South Carolina over Coastal Carolina 59-7. And a couple other wins. Arkansas blowing out East Illinois 55-20. Now, over in the SWAC, Southern football was also in action today as they took on the 16th ranked Horned Frogs of TCU. Although Southern went down 55-7, Sports Director Michael Cobble explains the bright spots of Saturday's game.
Heading to this game against TCU, head coach Dawson Odom said if you're on the bus, plan to play. Well, 3 Southern Jaguar quarterbacks seeing game action. Starter John Lampley looking pretty good against a pretty tough defense, making some plays, getting his team into the end zone.
I thought what we had for as a plan was there. We just got to execute. He missed some throws. But it's hard to make throws when they're in your lap. You know, he has a poker demeanor. You know, just stay calm, cool. I think you got to have that to be a great leader. Made some throws. I mean, he hit Trey Smith. We had a drive there, but we was moving the football. We had 3 drives. I mean, we scored on one. We hit Trey Smith. We got knocked out of field goal range there, and then we was going the other way and got stopped on 4th down. So, like I told our guys, the first half, if we can move the ball against that defense, because it's the best defense we probably gonna see all year. If it's another group like that, then we're in trouble again. But for the most part, I thought our offense moved the ball. They found a rhythm, and we run the ball very little, but they're one of the toughest teams you're going to see against the run.
After the game, I asked Coach Dawson Odoms if they limited some of their RPO stuff because of the size and injury risk facing off against TCU. He said no, their defense was just that good. Anytime we tried to, they would shut it down. One of the main reasons Lampley didn't play a lot in the second half because of those injury concerns. Southern's going to need him when SWAC play rolls around. Covering the Jags here in Fort Worth, I'm Michael Cobble, WBRZ Sports 2.
All right, Brandon, how about that, man? Sports is back in LSU tomorrow. What an exciting weekend.
Fall, football, time is now. I'm excited about it. Thank you so much, Reggie. We'll be right back.